And they disclosed this data on May 15th, and the data breach was a result of social engineering attack. And it looks like the people that fucked up were the customer support agents, and they were overseas folks.
Yeah,
So
they're in
all the
India.
more
It looks like
reason.
they're in India. Like that's what everyone on
Yes,
Twitter
no,
is saying. Yeah,
exactly. That's what's being reported. It's some Indian folks out there. And so it's all the more reason why you should look at an exchange like Bull Bitcoin. I don't want to pump their bags, but the reality is those guys do all their shit in-house, including creating memes. And so because they're not outsourcing anything, they were able to control their stuff. Coinbase, they lost that control when they started outsourcing all this garbage. So some of the overseas support agents, they misused their powers to gain access to Coinbase internal customer support system, and they got access to some of the user data. And the data stolen is all the regular stuff and more that we talk about on Access of Easy, Joey. We got like names, telephone numbers, addresses, email address, but then it goes a little bit further. Last 4 digits of the social security numbers,
no big
some
deal.
bank account details.
Is that important stuff? Any of that doesn't sound that important.
Maybe we'll see, because the images to IDs that they use to KYC themselves, account balances, transaction history. So now that could be really fucking bad. I would say it's good news for Coinbase because their internal documents related to Coinbase operations weren't taken, but a few corporate documents were stolen, just like training material. So with respect to that, their business remains intact and they're okay. But with this information, if somebody gets access to it, they could create a profile on an individual on who uses Coinbase. So with all that taken into context, what is the plan moving forward? Well, initially they tried to extort $20 million from Coinbase, and Coinbase is saying nah, and they're playing hardball. And in the end, let's be honest, it's just their customers who got fucked. So why pay $20 million of corporate money when it's just so just offer those customers out there 1 free year of credit monitoring services, and maybe even throw in the next airdrop of shitcoins that come out. Maybe that was one way. Apparently, they have to pay up to $400 million for this. It's gonna.
It's not going to be cheap. Yeah, it's not going to be cheap.
No. And Coinbase, to their credit, they reacted. After this, they decided to stop the employment of these overseas individuals, those compromised support agents. Too, that's the barn has left the horse has left the barn, so might as well close the door now. And they also issued a $20 million bounty, leading to the arrest of those individuals. And they notified those customers that were impacted. And from the reports, are saying it's less than 1%.